Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grand Mafia. It has been a while since last time I upload videos. So this time I want to give a further video about tips and share my experience about playing this game. So this time, I want to focus on how to increase your battle power. When I say battle power, means actual battle, not influence. Right, as everybody see, I got a 536 million influence. I could be a lot higher. The reason being, it's still around 500 is because I joined a lot of battle. Like currently, I'm in Government War 3. I think the third time I be on Government War 3 map, which I think they call it. I keep forgetting the name, but it's the season of chaos, right? So if I when I joined the faction, I'm still with faction AMF, and that they are doing pretty well in this government war as well. And as you see, my rank is not the best, but I remember if I don't join any battle, so I remember the time when I joined the faction, I was at a similar level of. I was trying to find other people which join at the same time with me and what's their battle power is. I mean, influence is, and because I know I constantly join the raids and the battles, so I lost a lot of troops because of battle. Yeah, so I should be around here. If I didn't join any battle, my influence should be already over 600 million. But as I said, because I keep joining different battles, so I lose a lot. I could lose more, but in this government war, the faction, they introduce a new rule for joining raid. Basically, if your raid bonus, which is like when you join the raid, and if you can give bonus for the attack, then you are or higher your your turf star is, then more troops you are allowed. Because I'm lower on the raid bonus and also on the turf star, so the troops I can send is, I think it's a 50k, which is it's not much. But on the other end, which just saved me a lot of troops. But even with that, you can tell, I can show you, like in this government war already, we are still halfway through. So I think right now I already lost like 800,000 troops, dead troops, right? So easily at the end of this government war, I will have more than 1 million casualties. So today I want to focus on the government wars. I mean, not government war. I already mentioned. I want to focus on how you can increase the battle power. I mean, battle power when you attack somebody or when you join the fight, rather than just increase the influence. So I want to make that clear. So the first thing is most of the time when you increase your battle power, you are focusing on three attributes. One is attack, another one is HP, another one is defense. So the order is as I just said. The first priority you should focus on is attack, right? Let me show you maybe a battle which I've done, right? So for example, this one, right? So this one I was the raid leader. So in this battle, which is I have a massive victory, with my influence decrease is only 1 million, and look at the other part, 72 million, right? I only lost 13,000 troops have dead, but they have over 3 million deaths over there. So the game to change the format a bit about the battle report. As you can see, over here, so there is a different stats. So the first thing you should focus on is attack. I don't know why defense is the second. Maybe because they are ordered by the alphabet. So D is behind A and H is behind D, right? So it's about that. But you should focus on attack. Then when you focus on attack, you can tap on this attack to see the details, right? And then you can see details here, and you can see my crew attack, base attack is 334, which is not great, but it's something, right? And this is other people to join my raid. They give me the bonus, not 100%. I think the maximum is 100%, but this time I got a 62%. And the enraged attack, which you can get when you are enraged, and you can strengthen the enraged attack by investment, and also their radar attack. I will explain that in a second. So then the second one is you should focus on HP. And the same deal. So it shows, right? So it shows your buff. And now the focus is how you guys, how we can increase those stats, right? Same goes for the defense. Let me see defense. Right, this is the detail of defense. All right, so increase the attack, pretty straightforward. So if you have unlocked T4, or even before you unlock T4, you already know you can do the investment, right? You go to investment. Let me help other people very quick. You can tap on this building, and then there is crew, and you can there is crew attack. That is a mandatory if you guys want to unlock T4, because T4 is over there. That's the precondition, right? For attack, which you can see, if you reach level 10, it give you 135. Then after that, then what I did is I actually focused on what I did, and I focused on the formation, right? Because the formation, it increased my enraged attack. See that? If click on that, on level 10, give me 10% extra. And then currently I'm here, so I'm on enraged attack 2, right? So which give me, if I max them out, I get another 20%. Right now, I only get 10%. Same goes for the rest of the defense and the HP, right? And of course, there is some other things which you can get advantage by the attribute, which I say, the type of troops, not attribute. So you can get that if you, for example, if you click on that, you see it can give you further damage buff, right? So that's another way when it is just purely increase by invest. We're not talking about this buff. I'm talking about investment. There is other effect you can increase. I will mention that in a minute. So by investment, you can increase your battle power, attack, HP, and defense by investing on crew, formation, and I think there is another one. Probably I should focus on after that, which is the city hall weapon. This city hall weapon, if you look at that, you might feel, oh, this is city hall weapon is only applicable for city attack, city battle. For example, this one, right? It says increase crew attack during battle for the city halls, which it doesn't make sense. Which if you are doing PvP, on Governor War map, or just any battle outside of the city hall map, I think this is really not useful. But I think there is these three things. Of course, this additional crew is useful, but these three things, they also helpful. If you don't know what that means, so it actually reduce enemy attack, crew attack. That is another buff, not buff your stats, but debuff the enemy, right? So this is talking about you can maximize decrease enemy attack, which is equivalent to as increase your attack. So this is probably after I max out the formation, then I will start invest on the city hall as the next. Of course, on the governor wall, but this one is a bit hard, right? I'm talking about let me see. I'm talking about this one, governor wall. This one, keep in mind, so the government wall buff, those skills also works on the city map, right? For example, you can totally increase your let me see how to do that. That's different. So I'm talking about the government skills, right? So for this one, you can also increase your attack, those things here, right? But this one is about the building attack. But this is something. Let me see if there's something else. Yeah, this one is I mainly invest on this government wall skills, mainly for this points and XP, which can level me up quicker, and also this specialty set. This one is very similar to your investment on the, I think in advanced, is very similar to advanced crew, right? Here, if you go inside, this one 100% by me is very similar to this specialty set, but difference is when it's your underboard skills, right? For example, if you click on, let me just move myself a bit. Yeah, there are specialties here, right? Yeah. specialties here. So you click on that, you can see there is underboss specialty, government specialty, which you can preset those things. I set like different, like for bruiser attack, for hitman attack, or equal attack, and development, and also at the same time has some bit attack stats or pure development. Right? Let me just like reorganize this one a bit. I don't like the development as a second. Even I use that the most. Maybe I just arrange that. So development on the first. Same go to the government war one. So there is, I have developer, and I have bruiser, I have biker, hitman, and equal attack. So basically, like everything here is like you can unlock more slots. Right now, I unlocked all of them. Right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, that is managed by, that is, you can achieve that extra slot by going to your not this one, by going to your investment and then go to government war. Then by achieve unlocking this one to 5 to 5, right? Each level give you extra slots. Now I have 5 slots over there. That's why you see on the screen earlier. So that's another thing. And also, like when you are doing the underboss, of course, this one I don't think I need to introduce you to you guys, because you can like you can get your actual stats by your underboss. That's why underboss is crucial. For example, let's look at the bruiser, for example, right? I have boosted everything here: crew attack, right? Bruise attack, crew defense, crew HP, and things like that. I have every single, like I have all of them, which give you actual stats. For example, if you look at this screen, right, it gives you 87% of the crew attack. Same goes to if you go to the government war specialty. Remember, like when you attack, like in the early days, I keep making a mistake. I was under the development setup, which is like this right now. You see, like there is no stats which I put on attack, because all of things they are focused on the development. But I use this kind of setup to attack enemies. Sometimes I even forgot my equipment. I will mention that in a second. And not only on this part, but also the government war specialty you should focus on, right? So for example, like if during the day, like outside of the, when you're doing PvE, basically you are just doing some tasks, or you're not attacking anybody, especially it's out of Masquerade on government war, then you want to focus on enhancement. The reason being is it's because it gives you extra honor, right? It gives you extra honor. This one might be outside of like increase of battle power, but I'm just, since I'm here already, so I just cover that in a second, like to tell you about how to set up those trees, and then the XP as well, so you can level faster in government war. And also this one's quite useful, give you extra relocator as a skill, so it's recharge by the time. So your movement speed, and the same this kind of skill. This skill is only protect, is a bubble, but it's different from the normal protection bubble. It only protects you, your underboss for capture, and it protects your resource from being robbed. But you're still going to lose the troops if you lost them. I mean, doesn't matter during the battle. So, but the good things about this bubble is you can activate anytime, if even you are enraged or you are on a great area, which is government area, usually, or outside of your faction territory where you cannot bubble yourself. You can use this bubble, right? But during the battle, you should always focus on this tab, right? And for me, I just demonstrate, like for bruiser, for example, you can see like I like to focus on certain attribute type of troops. I don't like to use, you see I have the equal attack, basically like equally like add points to each type of troops. But normally when you attack, you want to focus on the strengths you are good at, right? Because sometimes in this game, like it's not a game you can crush enemies unless the influence is very different. You might able to, for example, when I say very different, I'm saying, for example, you are under the battle setup, but the enemy, the other player, they don't know you're attacking them. They are under the kingpin set, or they're under the farming set, right? So you might, this one might work, but to minimize your loss and maximize your damage to the enemy, especially if the other enemy, the other player, they are also ready for battle, you want to focus on certain type of tribute you want to send, right? For example, if you want to send a bruiser, then you should like put everything here, yeah, on bruiser. So that's why I think I mentioned in one other video in the past. You should always recon the enemy before you send troops. Don't just send like your attacking troops by default, right? There is no one size fit for all, and this one is quite useful because you increase your crew size. And for me, I feel like crew size is more important than increase attack. Like increase your crew size by 20% is more important than increase your crew attack by 20%. Because crew size not only give you more crew, the more crew you get means more like damage and more HP and you get for the battle, right? So if you see what I mean, so for example, like if you have 10 troops, like 10 associate sent to the enemy, doesn't matter how big your stats are, but it's not as good as if you have like 100 crew over there but have a relatively lower stats. This is what I find, right? You can, if you want to try to understand like better about what I mean, you can try to hit the casino. You cannot like finish, like you cannot defeat. Usually you find like giving actual crew size will actually help you with defeating a higher level of casino rather than just give the stat boost. So that's what I'm trying to say. So this one is quite important. This one you can activate that by going to here, right? So if you tap on this pistol, then you're able to see there is like this baby skill, don't wait, but the government war specialty, right? So there is like I don't have that set up right now, but let me just for the demonstration purpose, let me just like use that. For example, I use bruiser for example, right? I waste some resetters, but yeah, that's okay. Come here, right? I just use that, so you see it's on cooldown. But this one, right? If you activate that, right, it give you the name it by 10% more crew, and also if I use this skill, it's increase. It gave me the enrage for 30 minutes, but there is good things, right? It give me extra 20% bonus on crew attack, right? And then remember, I also have investment. Let me help other people. I also have investment here. Currently, you see I'm investing in enrage defense, but so here, right? Here. So if you see, like if I'm enraged, I got extra 10% of attack, right? This is the investment tree, and here I'm actually currently I'm on level 9, right? I'm going to do level 10, but it give me 10%. So right now, if I maximize my investment on the enrage attack, I will able to get 30% for the investment plus the skills, right? Plus the government skills. This one give me another 20%. That give me totally 50% actual crew attack, right? That's actual. That's something. I would say that's something. So, and also, I think this one, if you activate that right now, it's on cooldown. Activate that, then give me 30 on the 30 minutes. I will get 5% extra attribute. So that coming to the equipment. You see those equipment, right? Equipment give you a lot boost. For example, crew attack, crew defense, and crew HP, right? So you should always focus on the king set. If you see what I mean. So if you go to the workshop here, right now I have something I can upgrade. You should always focus on king set, unless like by the way, I'm talking about a free-to-play player. So if you want to pay to win, by all means, right? If you don't have to worry about this. But if you find something useful for these tips, you can also learn here. But what I'm saying is like I'm talking about the free-to-play player. So usually as a free-to-play player, king set is the best like a setup gears you can get in this game. Technically, Godfather set is the best, but that is, as a free-to-play player, it's very hard to make them grand tier When I say grand tier, I'm talking about the golden tier, as what I'm have here. You see, currently I have 4, right? I will talk about how to level up those equipment by orders, like after I finish, like talking about the setups here. So, king set is the best one as a free-to-play player you can get. For example, if you want to get this one, right? It give you does it say anything? But anyhow, you see, like just let me go here. If I click update, right, it says like give me crew attack. If I upgrade, it can give me further, right? Those things. And then you should always try to king set. You can try the other set, but like a victor set. But for me, I don't think victor set is like viable, because it doesn't give the crew attack. It only gives specific attribute, like specific type of troops boost, and not to mention the boost is not the best, right? So if you get a chance, you should definitely focus on king set. Of course, the problem with the king set is it costs a lot. It costs a lot of contract. The contract is the material you need to upgrade, to do the upgrade. For example, if I click here, you see I need 11 purple color, which is elite grade contract, right? This contract, right? You need 11. That's a lot to just one level up, right? Just right now I only got a 6. I'm on the way towards that. So that's a lot. So now come up with like because all of those things cost a lot of contract. For example, if I need to level this up, I need a 9. Of course, I right now I'm on the grand tier, golden color. If I want to level them up, of course I can do that, but it will cost, after grand tier, it start costing the lexicons. This one is another pay to win things. I don't think it's, as a free-to-play player, you can get many you can purchase, but as a free-to-play player, I don't think that is a priority, right? I don't think that, see, people are like buying the packs already. So we get a lot of pay-to-win player in the faction, of course, as a super faction AMF. So we have a lot of pay-to-win player, but I'm here to sharing the tips for you guys if you're free to play. And then you see, like if I want to upgrade my suits, the jacket, it costs 8 per level. Right now, like higher the tier is, more contract the cost, right? And if I'm talking about these pants, right, I need 8 purple color as well. So now I'm almost, if I got another blue contract, then I will able to make my pants grand. My grand pants, man. So as you see, probably you figured already, you find like you have 3 accessories, those rings, right? 3 accessories, and they take the most of the contracts, right? It takes 11. None of the other equipment like taking that much. Let's talk about pistols, right? It only take 8, right? The machine gun, right, only take 9, right? Not to mention this is already grand tier, so leveling even further, it costs more contracts. And for the jacket, it costs 8. Pants, it costs 8. Shoes, it costs 10. And but accessory, it costs 11, and you have to level up 3 of them. So that means when you are targeting the kingpin, right? When you go out hit kingpin, right? You should always focus on this dude, right? Because this mob boss give you the possibility to get the accessory. The accessory showing here is the best result you can get. And most of the time, you not even get a single accessory, and most of the time, you only get, what should I say? Let me just show you an example. The green or the gray tier, right? Which is far from the purple one. Let me just show you, like for example, a cute mob boss, right? Look at this, the possibility, right? This one already considered pretty good. I got a purple one here, then got a green one here, and a green one here. Not the purple one, the blue one at the beginning. I was tripping. Then I get another blue one here. Then that's it. I didn't get anything more. And like 4 green contract equals to 1 blue contract, and the 4 blue contract equals 1 purple contract. Think about like if you want to get 11 purple contract, how many blue contract or green contract or even gray contract, which is the lowest level, you need to have. Massive, right? So that's why it takes a lot of time to level up those accessories. So when you level up accessory, you should always focus on the rings. When you level up your equipment, you should always level up, focus on the accessories. In my case, it's rings. Then, because others, for example, let me just tell you, the range attack weapon, which is in my case a machine gun, and the jacket is easy. You don't need to focus too much on those accessories. You just like normally hit by Kimi because the mob boss is not always available. Sometimes it's not available. You can only hit like the machine gun mob boss, machine gun kingpin, or the jacket kingpin. And I think in this case, like it's called, yeah, the machines, right? And for the jacket, I think it's by you can get it for by the knock dealers, right? So sometimes the mob boss is not out, so you can only hit other type of kingpins. You get those things. So you naturally, when you get 3 golden color of the accessory, you naturally already leveled up the others, the other equipments, if you see what I mean, right? So if you want me to level up by order, I would say priority this one first, then shoes the second, pants the third, melee attack, which is the pistol in my case, the fourth, then whatever this 2, whatever you want to prioritize, if you know what I mean, right? And you can always level it up by you don't have, but you know there is some right now we have VIP store. You know, in the VIP store we have like the tickets you can buy. Where is it? Yeah, those things, right? I'm not recommending you buy these things because I think that's an overpriced ripoff. But just give me a feeling. I spent 1,000 coins, 1,000 gold. Just give me give you a seat, right? Demonstrate that. So if, for example, I will always priority the accessory. If I got any of those tickets, I will use to get those crates, right? Then open that to see if I'm able to get a contract. As you see, none of them. There were no contract. I just wasted $1,000 gold, right? So why, like, I just explained, like, those equipment can give you the buff. Like, for example, they give you different things, right? Give you crew HP, then it give you the don't worry about movement speed. It's coming for the gems, and the bruise attack and bruise defense, right? It give you those stats. But not only it give you stats, but if you make them all of them, just not just one of them, you have to get the 8 pieces of equipment. If you get all the 8 piece of equipment to Grand, which is gold color, you can unlock the investment for raid bonus. That is very important because, like, when you join the battle, especially nowadays, if you are competing with a higher influence player, you need to raid. Nobody's solo, right? It's that equivalent to suicide if you want to do solo against like a 500 million influence player. So, and when you join the raid, usually the raid leader wants you to bring the raid bonus. You can achieve the raid bonus by invest on the, where is it? The equipment here, right? You see, like, if you go down, there is a raid bonus investment, right? The requirements is you have Grand King set. You need to have that, right? So, sorry, I was on the wrong one. So I was talking about this one, right? If you want to get some raid bonus, So for example, here it's showing you, give you 5% raid bonus. You need to have Grand King set or Elite Grandfather's set. I'm not going to talk about it because it's hard to get as a free-to-play player. You see, like currently 4 out of 8 because it needs 8 pieces. Currently, I only have 4. That's why I cannot do this one. Even I want to really spend the coin, the not coins. I keep saying the coins. The gold, it won't let me because the condition is not met. And this one is hard because without this raid bonus, the level of priority you can join the battle as a raid in a raid will be usually reduced, especially in a strong faction when you have a like high level battle. For example, Arsenal. For example, you are attacking those government war buildings. The raid the raid leader, Arsenal, right? They usually want you to bring the raid bonus. If you don't know what raid bonus is, so I just explain to you. So that's another reason, not only to boost your own stats, but making all of your equipment grand is important because that will enable you to unlock the raid bonus. And with raid bonus unlocked it, so you will able to join more battle, if you see what I mean. And in order to unlock the raid bonus, you need to make them all grand. And to make them all grand, the most difficult part is the accessory. So you should always, if you get any chance, you should always try to level up your accessories, these 3 items. Got it? All right. So apart from that, there is also something else, like for the gems, for the jewelries, right? Those things now the game have another level of let me first talk about this, right? I have a lot. Almost all of my gems are grand, so it gives you more stats. I don't have to explain too much about that. I also have the grandfathers, the jewel as grand. Some people might say, oh, it's better to do a disassemble. For example, it's better to just disassemble this grandfather jewel to purple color, which is yes, I did that in the early days. Right, it's better to just like how to disassemble them, right, to make them 4 pieces, so you can put on 4 slots. But the thing is, I have multiple like grandfathers, godfathers. Like how to do that now? I should do fuse. Sorry, I was tripping. So I don't have enough slot for the gems, so that's why I just use as a combine as a golden color. But now the game introduced the Legacy color, which is orange color of the gems, and the same goes for like anything it can go. But it costs a lot of Legacy coins. Not to mention, you see the color is gold, right? It's the Legacy coins is similar to the contracts. You're starting for the gray color, then green color, blue color, purple color, and then the golden color, right? So now how can I see how many I have? I have 2. It needs 25. It just lets you know like how hard to get those like Legacy coins, and that's why I'm saying never worry about those like colors. The golden color is where we as a free-to-play player belongs to. Let me just put the gems back in case I forgot. And if you noticed, I also have this slot open. If you are new, you probably like find this slot is locked. Yeah, so like, but since starting from Government War 3, you were able to unlock this slot by go to investment. Go to investment, right? If I tap on here, go to investment, tap on this building, and you see there they introduce a family crystal, right? If you tap on the family crystal, it will allows you to unlock the crystal slots, right? So you can invest on that. This is only available since like Government War 3. If you're on Government War 1 or 2, you will not. Then you will able to like during the Government War, you get different like coins. You can get the crates and to draw that. So right now I have this. I think this like crystal is pretty good, right? Because it give me a lot of attack boost, and also if you are lucky, you can get additional like boost. And I have another one is here. This one is pretty good. Blood Eyes, because it has some special like attribute which increase 5% the killing rate, right? Well, I don't know what's that, but it's pretty good. And the other stats give me some HP and attack boost is also good. But I still prefer this one. I don't know. Maybe you can tell me which is better. Maybe this increase the killing rate alone is better than giving the attack boost. I don't know. But I can always put them on the other slot. But as you see, like currently this slot is locked. Why is locked? Because I haven't done the other investment. Like I haven't done the other investment. If you go here, you see I need to unlock this part. And to unlock this part, it requires the crypto coins. That's another thing which is, there are a lot of things which is in this game. Like later on when you are in, like you have unlocked the T4, then you will facing a lot such things. You need Lexi coins, as I mentioned, and you need crypto, as I just show you, and there is family coins as well. I will discuss that later. Right? So you invest that, then you need a lot. Don't you see, like it only takes 50. I got a 197, but actually it costs a lot, because if you want to unlock this one, you need to what? You need to have level 10 of those things, right? If you want to unlock level 10 of those things, it will cost you a hell of amount of cryptos, right? I don't know if it shows here, but investing on the family crystals takes crypto coins, right? Crypto coins, right? And crypto coins is not cheap, right? If you want to wondering how much it costs, you can go to the inventory, then you go to broker, right? You can see the price. One crypto costs 900 gold. That's why, like, it's not cheap. And lucky we have the VIP store, which is open. Here is open. So what I did is came here and I bought all the cryptos. You see available is 0 now because it's reduced price, 30% off. Only cost 630. It's only cost 630. Yeah, talking about something cheap. Of course, by the way, just like if you are in the VIP store, usually like what I do is first, if you haven't unlocked T4 yet, of course you should focus on buying those like alcohol or handcuff or shankers. But if you have unlocked that already, maybe what you should focus on is what I will recommend you to get is this energy drinks. I don't worry about too much about this one, but like energy drinks, yes, and then crypto coins, yes. I don't worry about too much about this one. I don't worry about this one. For me, I get this one because that's the only way for me to get a Kingpin set. My Kingpin set is not bad, and it's not the best, but it's not bad. So you see, like I got some blue, some purple, and 1 gold, right? So, like, if you are free to play, you're a PvE player, I should say, then you probably want to think about getting the Kingpin crate because that's a very good deal. And then there is a family coins. I will discuss that later. And then resource, of course, you want to focus on getting those speed ups. You see, I bought all of them already. I won't worry too much about the diamonds because you farm them. And some of the raid leader might want you to get the nitros. If you feel necessary, get them. And yeah, I don't bother to get those things because the price, yes, is not expensive, but it's up to you. For me, I usually go with the like 30 days or 7 days, or at least 3 days, because if you divide the cost for those speed up into days, actually, or 2 hours, actually that's cheaper than the price in the VIP store, even after discount. Right, and for the battle, and there is something you should consider to get. This one, 50% crew attack crew size increase, even it's only 10% off, but it's still better than pay the full price, right? And I don't worry too much about 50%, but if I have nothing to buy, I probably will buy that. 70%, 50%, like 70% increase, like this is not cheap. This is not cheap, right? It only give me 20% more attack, but the price is double. And the same, like this one might be useful, and I might get that later, but I'll think about it because I just spent most of my gold over there. I don't have much SVIP exclusive, don't worry about that because that's pay to win things. So I was talking about like the let me go back to attack. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. So you can get your accessory, your equipment to level up, and by upgrading all of your king set. That's another reason why I don't recommend to focus on the vector set. I ask you to focus on king set because you can have access to the raid bonus after make them all of them grand, right? And also I explained about you can get more stats about the jewels, right? Those jewels. And I will mention about cryptos. You can get it from cryptos, right? If you're wondering like where can get the cryptos, I think you probably know already, but just for the sake of for people they don't know, for example, the casinos, right? It give you the chance for getting this kind of the coins, right? Let me find a high level one. For example, this one. They give you golden coins or silver coins. So those coins like every time when you hit a casino, there is a certain chance you can get those coins. And when you have 50 coins of this one or the golden coins or silver coins, you can get a crate. And then you will able to, I think the crate is available in the family building. Yeah, if you see there is a family console here, and there is a where is it? Maybe not here. Family crypto. This one, the wrong building. Sorry, I was wrong. So you see the cryptos, right? It costs you some 50 silver coins for like the basic trade or advanced trade. Costs you 50 here, which is the golden one, right? Right now I don't have enough. But you can farm the coins by hitting casinos or scavenge the crews. So that's how you get those like crystals. And okay, so just let me very quickly clear those things and heal my troops. Oh, there is fire. Somebody is already on the way, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I was talking about those things, and of course, like you will get more stats by the heroes. I have most of my heroes grand here, as you see. The only this guy I can't make grand because that's event based. I don't have enough events. Every time events come out, I exchange a maximum token for this guy, but it's not like it cannot be done overnight, right? This guy I'm working on right now, this lady is event based, this guy is event based. This professor is a replacement for Hellcat when you have Hellcat Grand, right? When you have Hellcat Grand, and this guy replacement, but it's much harder because before the Hellcat event you get 3 tokens every time when you finish that, but after you maximize your Hellcat, they become professor event, and every time when you finish it only give you 1 token, right? And this guy trash, this lady not good. So I think after I level up this dude, this guy is good, I probably will focus on one of them. Maybe I'll try on this one because this guy is currently my profile picture. So I like how he looks badass. So by the way, that's the reason. All right, another way you can level up your attack power is increase your stars, right? If you don't know what the stars is, you see it's here. Did you see this 4? Make it bigger. You see 4. This guy is 4 as well. So that's your star level, right? Usually this is representing your turf star level, right? Let me enter my turf. You are representing this mansions level, right? It's level 4, you see. But what really matter is the family console, right? This building I was clicking on earlier. So with family console, you can start up, right? When you start up a family console, of course there is a condition you have to, for example, you need to level up your mansion first, but this thing give you extra stats. And when you have extra stats, it increase your troop stats. My troop stats currently is 4, right? It give you actual attack bonus, right? I'm trying to get level 6, right? As you see, to level up your family console, also like to level up like your mansion, Why people keep asking for the help? Is that something happening? No. It costs a lot, like 400. I don't know. Like if you think like a 2,800 family currency coins, but a startup, it take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. You need to level up 5 times to reach a new star, right? Think about it. And after you level up your mansion 5 times, then if you want to, then you have to level up your, then you can level up your family console. And if you want to start up, right, that's another 5 steps here. So take a hell amount of the family currency, and the family currency is not something you can buy by the gold, right? If you say, okay, I want to level up, for example, I can't, this one can't, the weapon shop can't level up, but I'm tripping. Sorry, I keep tapping on the wrong building, right? If I want to start up, the family coins, this family coins currently is not showing, but if you want to level up the family coin, it's not something you can buy for the brokers. It's not available here, right? Unless I'm tripping. If you see, did you see like it's available? The only things available here is crypto coins. There is no family coins here. So the only way you can get a family coins is either you finish the daily events for government war, give you some family coins. You see, give you 20. What 20 coins going to do, right? Or you can go to a task here, and every day there is a task. For example, if you finish the last one, I believe during one of these milestones here, it also gives you coins. But if you finish the last one, it gives you another 10, right? What 10 is going to do, right? But it adds up, and that's why like when the VIP store come out, right? I saw the family coins available for purchase. I purchased immediately. I don't know why it says 30% off, because there is no way you can buy anyway, unless you want to pay to win. I believe there is a way you can get extra coins, but like why 30% off? So what's the price come from? What's the base price come from? I don't know. They're talking about every coin costs you 100 gold, but can I spend 100 gold to get the family coins if I'm missing? So which is not, so I don't know why it's come from, but anyway, so it give you the VIP stuff, give you a way to get the family coins, and by leveling up your family console, which eventually just leveling up your mansion, right? It allows you level up your family console, this building, and then you able to not only give you actual crew attack, but also level up your associated star, your troop star. And with your troop star increase, your troop has higher stamina, defense, attack, and also can unlock certain skills. I show you. If you go to the training building, right? If you tap on any of them, for example, let me just, now we have T5. Look, T5. Can I click on T5? Yeah, they all looks badass. Except the cost. Cost never be useful. But anyhow, just like this. You see, like if you click on attribute, it shows you there is a astonish mark. If you click on that, it shows like every level, every star level, right? It only happens when you level up the stars, not like just like you are in the middle. You see, like early on, I was talking about you have to do 5-step, level up 5 steps to get a new star, right? It's not like you are leveling up. It only happens. You only get those buffs. My understanding is you only get those buffs when you reach that star, not on the way toward the star, right? So right now I'm on star 4, right? But you see, every star it gives you actual attack for your troop. So your troop will be more dangerous to your enemies, but all harder to be killed. And also it unlocks certain skills when you reach certain star. For example, on level 3, which is a milestone for me, I unlock a certain skill called Fighting Spirit. it actually provides 20% of a chance of receiving 10% damage reduction, give you further reduction. And also, if you reach level 6, it gives you another 20%. It gives you a 20% chance to give you 20% damage reduction. So I receive another 10% damage reduction. You see, like if you reach level 10, for example, for me, I think I never to reach that, but just for your information, you unlock Fatal Blow, which is 20% chance deal with at an extra 50% damage with every attack. So which is make a lot of differences. So that's why like a lot, for example, like when the faction is looking for people, right? You find let me click on that. Is there something? People are spending as crazy today, huh? Sorry, I just want to get those things. So on this government war, so we are facing some very strong faction like FN. Right? FN, I believe they are one of the faction which has unlocked T5. Right? They have some members which unlock T5. Let me see what's their requirements. Can I click on them? Faction information, right? They didn't mention. They're just saying you have to be tough level 25, and lock influence level 109. What's ours? 98. We are on a similar level, but let's talk about our others. Like we are fighting against SPX. Right now we are winning. If you see on the desert in zone 2, the purple color is us. We are pushing all the way down to the checkpoint, right? So SPX has to they lost the war in the desert, but they are very good fighters. Well, they tough level. But what's ours? I want to see like what's our requirements. Faction information. Yeah, you see like some faction their requirements for the star level. You have to be greater than 6. Some people ask me how can I join like the faction, like even my faction level is not there. It's because I think I explained in a previous video, because I joined the faction a long time ago. This is the third time I joined the government war with AMF. Like since so I'm something like OG in the faction. So back in days, their requirements is only, they don't have a requirement for the star. The influence level is only asking for 300 million, which I'm qualified at the time. So that's why I joined. So yeah, so that's another thing which you can even further strengthen your battle power by star up your mansion. Like in particular, ultimately it's about star up your faction console, right? This building. And I think there is an investment here as well. Like there is an exchange, don't worry about that. There is investment, you see this investment. I think this way is crucial. It's another level of investment. And all of them cost, if you don't know what Insigma is, I think that is family coins. But with certain family coins, you can buy as family Insigma, right? If you just go early, family coins, right? It take family coins. It take a lot, right? So you think I got a 2,000, almost 3,000 coins. You think a lot? Not enough for me to do any investment here. And only after you finish all of the investment here, at the bottom you unlock T5, right? So I was asking the family, like the faction members, how far we are away from the unlock T5. The answer is never. So even for those pay-to-win player, it's hard to get. I think for a free-to-play player, T5 is something we shouldn't consider in the near future. Unless the game gives us more way to get the family coins. Otherwise, I don't think it's practical if you don't want to spend money. Okay, so so I just explained about the star system, and when you attack the other players, as I said, like you can boost attack by investment, your underboss, and your heroes, basically your enforcers here, they call that. And you can start up your buildings, and you can level up your equipment. You can unlock your raid bonus. Oh, there are another things which is like the faction club. Right now only star 1, but it's also it give you some raid attack boost, right? If it's right now only get 0.5%, but you see like it give you something, right? It give you some 10%, right? You see like 10% if you can level them to level 10. But I think that I won't worry about that much. And of course, you can boost attack by using the items. Like right now, I'm using 20% crew attack. You can increase the crew size, and also you can use the government skills, right, to get enraged and to increase your crew size. You can use this skill to boost your accessory attributes, which end up with giving you more stats on attack, defense, and HP. And when you enrage, you can increase the enraged. You can increase the enraged stats by go to formation, and then you can research on those things, which give you more stats. And of course, as I mentioned, like there is some other. Oh, I probably should join the raid. Where are you? You here? Let me just go there very quickly. I want to join the raid. Bear with me. Okay, so I've done that. So like you can get your enraged attack even further by investment, and you can upgrade your associate your stars, and also like for the equipment gems it gives you stats, and also you can unlock the crystal, right? The crystal here, and and then also as we are attacking the prisoner, right? The prisoner sometimes like after you defeat the prisoner, then there is like a chance. I think it's here. No, this one. Let me find a prisoner. Which is this one? I don't know which one it is now. Not definitely not this one. This one. Prisoner. Yeah. You see like there is like things like this, right? If you occupy this one, like after you defeat the prisoner, and then it spawns like those crates, right? And you can send your troops. You only need to send one T1 troop so they have to occupy that. Since once you occupy for like 5 minutes, then you get the buff. Like in this case, it gives you 20% crew attack. And there is other buff. For example, you can get 8% of investment speed up. But keep in mind, those stats, they don't stack. That means you can either get crew attack increase or investment boost. It doesn't stack. You can't have two at the same time. So use them wisely, right? Usually I leave those crew attack stats like to the raid leaders, because like even as you think it's 20%, it makes some differences, right, during attack. So for me, because my influence level is not as crazy as our raid leaders. For example, this is one raid leaders got a 2 billion, right? I'm pretty much just like 10% or something like that for him. Yeah, so like I usually leave those like crates for them. For myself, I usually get like the training boost, like basically reduce my training time, or investment boost, or construction boost for development purpose. For attacking boost, like I usually leave for the raid leaders to take. So that's another thing. Okay, so I think I talk a lot. At the very end, so I want to talk about some tactical things which we use when we're raiding, when we attacking, especially when we're doing the arsenal, when we're doing this arsenal attack, right? Because like usually like this event, arsenal like event happen during Musketeer, and during the time, some strong faction like SPX will come to fight with us. So at the time, like the stats really matter. Sometimes like only 10% of difference on attack stats, crew attack will make the outcome totally different. It could be decided you are winning or not. Of course, there is like a formation here. There is formation here, but I'm not expert on the formation. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you are sending your bruisers, then you'd better go use a bruiser square. If you are sending the hitman square, you use hitman square. If you are, so does the bikers. And the wedge like formation is basically it's a mixture. Like for example, on the bruiser wedge, which you can see. Let me just move my camera. The bruiser is in the front, but the hitman is on the side, which is slightly behind the bruiser, not like this, right? This one is way behind the bruiser. So with wedge formation, it's pretty good at the bruiser in the front, but because bruiser is afraid of bikers, but you have the hitman on the side, so give you some bruiser support if the enemy they have a lot of bikers, but they still want to go with bruisers. So that's what I'm trying to say. One more thing I forgot to mention earlier about increase stats, which is you can use underboss capture buff. So for example, this guy, you see like he has the prisoner, like the high, he has different capture different on boss. So higher the on the boss level you capture, more like stats buff you have. Let me just very quickly, okay, use the babe skill to heal my troops. Looks like I lost 1 million influence when I attacked the prisoner earlier. But yeah, that's another what I'm trying to say, right? You have like the cells, right? And the hostage cells, which give you extra buff. And also I believe there is a like you see, like it give you the buff. If you capture on the boss as a level 60, give you 30% attack buff. And also if you can level up this hostage cell, the stars, you give you another 10%. So that makes differences as well. And of course, when you have the hostage in the cell, it making you vulnerable about like other factions if they want to raid you. So I won't recommend you if your influence is less than 600 million at the very minimum. Ideally, you should have like over 800 million influence. Yeah, so and also in the interrogation room, so you can have more after the on the boss you captured be locked in your cell for a certain time, so you are eligible to execute them, and after you execute them, so you get an extra buff on attack, defense, and HP, and also give you some buff about the movement speed. And I'm not sure about the startup, but with startup you see like it's also give you execution attack extra boost, so it's also like a valuable if you have relatively high influence, which is like at the minimum over 600 million, ideally over 800 million influence, and you have a lot of troops, and you can level up the stars of those 3 buildings, right? This building I mentioned earlier, which give you the buff on the raid attack, right? The rest of 2 buildings, which give you the buff when you capture and then when you execute, after you execute the on the boss. And that's another way you can gain extra stats on your crew. So that's something I want to share with you. Okay, so last thing is about the raids. Right? So there is a tactical things we use like in the raids called the hawk, right? What happened is like when the battle happens, when the raid happens, when the Arsenal battle happens, like usually we are raiding those buildings. But we normally do the double raid because one faction can only start a raid like at one raid against the government building at a time. So, but you know, everybody know in the government war, like we have the airlines, or sometimes you just want to work with some other faction, which even they're not allies. So what happened is like, for example, SBX, they occupied this building. Did we win? Oh, we didn't win. Ah, sorry. Oh, don't worry. I think they are going to be have another raid happening. So actually, this is a perfect chance. I show you. So this is a raid, right? Battle detail. You see, like the loss for them. He lost 4,000, but for me, how much I lost? I lost 2,000. Let me see, like, let me see, just like, let me just talk about, because he's a raid leader, of course he sent more troops. But this too, right? I lost more troops than this guy. Why? Because this guy has a better star than me. I'm on star 4, but he's on star 9. So his troop is harder to kill, right? His troop has more stamina and more defense than me. So even we are sending a similar size of the crew, but I'm suffering more casualties. So that's another thing, which is, oh, what's the instruction? Bikers? Okay, I do bikers. So let me go back to this one. To the topic I was talking about, arsenal. So arsenal. So what happened is, like, for example, SBX, they occupy this building, and then we launch a raid. But at the same time, like, our allies also launch a raid against SBX on this building. But what happened is, like, normally, like if you set a raid one by one, there is 5 minutes gap, because like you set a raid, another raid have to wait for 5 minutes. So like it gives enemy enough time to respond to the raid. For example, they take the first raid and they change their ratio for their troops, or they redo the reinforcement. So it makes it very hard to take them down. So what we did is, we have factions, like with our allies, launch a faction, launch the raid against the building at the same time, right? But we asked one of the raid participator player to send one T4 cars from far away. So what happened is, like, for example, let's take this one for example. The raid, there is countdown here, right? When the countdown reaches 0, so the raid troops will go towards the government building. But because there is somebody still on the way, in my example, I said that somebody sent one T4 car, it moved very slow. So even the countdown becomes 0, but the raid is still waiting. So it gave time for the other faction to finish their countdown. Of course, the other faction will have that Hawk as well, which is a T4 car. So therefore, what we can do is, once everybody is ready, all the factions are ready, we kick that T4 car, which allow our raid be set out. By doing that, multiple raid is able to hit at the same time. So sometimes, like, if you see the enemy is using a mixed defense troops, so it doesn't matter you send bikers, bruisers, or hitmen, you can't take them down, right? Because they are mixed. But with the first raid attack hit to the enemy, they destroy certain type of enemy troops. For example, it kills all the bruisers. Then the remaining are bikers and hitmen. And then second raid can just use hitmen. So what they can do is, they can cooperate with each other. With the first raid, which is focus on sending all the bikers, killing their bruisers, and the second raid, which is coming at almost the same time, which is sending all the hitmen, which is able to kill their hitmen and also kill their bikers. By doing that, we are able to collaborate with each other, then take down the enemy buildings. Doesn't matter how strong they are, and it gives enemy very little time to respond, to reinforce. But of course, doing this one, there is a drawback, which is, what about the enemy? They just dismiss the troop. Like, once the first raid reach their building, that means, like, the second raid coming, then there will be no enemy there. But if that happens, we still occupy the building. The worst scenario is, people should look out if they use this hook strategy, tactical things, which is, what about your biker troops is able to take down the enemy, or the enemy simply just withdraw when your first raid hit the building. That will end up with your troops are in the building and your ally hit the building, we kill each other. And keep in mind, like, even if that happens, even we are allies, we're still able to attack each other. So that required the very good collaboration. The raid leaders had to be very 100% focused on the situation to withdraw or dismiss the raid if that situation comes. So that's something I want to share with you. And with this tactical, we are able to defeat SBX, right? Actually, I think SBX come up with this solution first, because they were working with C0F, I think. Yeah, I think SBX and the COF, they are allies. You see, like there is a lot of buildings we take out, right? Still have their alliance. So they use this tactical thing. So very quickly we adopted this strategy, and therefore we are able to like copy their strategy and defeat them, because even SBX is respectable, but we still lost. Damn. Even they are very respectable, but ultimately they're not as strong as us, right? What's their influence level? COF is around. They only have 5 million now. I think most of the people they went to. Please specify the type of troops. SBX, the influence level is 77, which is not as high as us, but respectful. So that's something which I can share with you. So today, which I cover the like boost your stats and also the investment, and also at the end I shared some tactical experience with you for Government War. So the last for our faction AMF, I think this is a great faction. If you are qualified and you are looking for a Government War winner, this is a very good faction to join. I find the management is good, and I've been with this faction for 3 Government War already. I would say the first Government War, I think I mentioned in one of the video previously, we're not doing good, but we like hidden dragons, or we should say couch tigers, right? We're hidden over there because we're supporting other factions. But the second Government War, we won the Government War, so it's a rising dragon, the rising of AMF. And now on Government War 3, as I already briefed, we have some strong enemy like SBX and FN, right? So we are doing pretty good. We are pushing SBX back, and we are on the way towards the victory. So even the Government War still going. I think how many days still left? We still halfway through. Still got 25 days left. So it's too early to say the result. But so far we're doing pretty good, and I'm looking forward to some more updates for the faction, and hopefully we can get some good result, potentially win the Government War this time again. So thank you for coming today, and I'm looking forward to see you again. Have a fun day. Talk to you later. Bye.